Coming up next, it's Friday night and live. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. Well,
It does indeed. Thanks, David. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot. And for the Clippers, Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in a 2 guard. Leonard finds George. Shoots the 3. That shot missing. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. It's stolen by Morris. Leonard inside. KD's on him. And it's George missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
KD passes to LeVert. Irving looking over the floor. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. And here's George. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Not much you can do against Paul George on the drive. I mean, he's got great length and he knows how to use it, and he gets exactly where he wants to.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Here's Durant.
And when Morris is playing with intensity like this, his defense can really shine through. And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you. And guys, Karis LeVert can do so much while he's on the basketball floor. The problem for LeVert is just staying on the basketball floor.
Yeah, injuries have really slowed him down the last couple of years, Greg, and it's unfortunate because this kid's an outstanding player. He gets it done in every way as a wing scorer. He can make plays, he can defend, he can score the ball. LeVert says he tries to model his game after Penny Hardaway, and if he can stay healthy, I don't think that comparison's too far off. Yes. Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
George looking over the floor. And then George with the jam.
And, you know, some of the sequences and plays that George pulls off, just amazing when you consider how good this guy is, particularly handling the ball now.
To the wing right side, and Beverley kicks to Leonard. He dishes it to George. Launches a 3. They grab their own miss. From deep. That doesn't go either for George.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Now, here is George following the shot by Kevin Durant. And Leonard stays with him. And it's all knotted up.
And that's the activity on the offensive glass they like to see out of Kawhi. When he's in full hustle mode, they're a much stronger team.
Now, here is Irving. Pass to LeVert. It's tipped. Leonard with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Morris with the ball. And George with the stuff.
Boy, how about the deceptive strength of George fending off the defense exceedingly well there and taking the ball strong to the rack.
Irving against Beverly. Stolen by Zubac. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. And George with the stuff.
I tell you what, mind-blowing experience when you look at Paul George as a dunker. This guy makes alley-oops look easy.
Now here's Durant. 44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And it's good for 2.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Here's George. He's got 10. Now Dinwiddie. Durant at the elbow. And he lays it straight in. KD's got 6.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Back to Leonard. Stolen by LeVert. On the wing, Irving. All sorts of time. Off the left rim and out.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
And Morris throws it down.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant.
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Los Angeles?
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
We've got Williams. Andrew Shamet is out there with Jermichael Green. Then there's Harrell, and it's Jackson in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys, they're hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
We always talk about it. I mean, those second-round picks have turned out to be gems. No one thought Williams would end up at the free throw line as much as he does.
He doesn't get the second one. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I picked bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Williams looking around. Nice move. It's deflected, and there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Brooklyn trailing. Dinwiddie kicks to Luwawu Cabarrot. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Harris outside. 6 on the shot clock. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
You just can't foul Harris there because he's almost automatic from the line.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And really, the line a season ago was just a battle for him. Just about a 72% free throw shooter.
Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for the Nets. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Jackson misses. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Now here's Williams. Tries it from 19. Los Angeles with another miss.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Irving for 3, and it's Shamet with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Jackson, and stolen by Prince. Here's Jordan. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nets.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Morris is checked in for JaMychal Green. Leonard comes in for Landry Shamet. Paul George, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson.
And George is very capable at knocking down difficult shots. I mean, because of his size and stroke and ball handling and his added strength, he's able to shoot over good defense and knock them down.
And it's George missing.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
And Jared Allen, the big man out of Texas, a big part of his impact is how well he moves as a center. Very long and covers a ton of ground on both ends.
Now, here is Irving. 6 points for him. Shots good by Durant.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And it's Beverley missing. And with Allen, the amount of floor he can cover with a few steps is staggering.
And Kevin, it lets him take away chances and opportunities on D. On the other end, one step to the hoop and he's completely relocated as a target. One of the best moving bigs in our league. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And the Clippers making a change here. Zubats is checked in.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the strike, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
And George, here we go. Good work there as it goes. George has got 6 in the quarter.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Irving passes to LeVert for the 3. And the Nets, another 3.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
George, no good. Nets leading by 7. Irving kicks to Durant. Paul George with the steal. And here we go. Beverley heading to the hoop. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. That's good from Beverley.
Man, I tell you, you really have to appreciate how much Beverley hustles. He plays hungry and with an edge. He's skilled, though, on both ends of the floor in addition to that.
Nine seconds left in the first half. Here's George. No good on that one. KD, that's for two. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that's it. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good moments from both teams. And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant plays the four with Allen at center. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Caris LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard. Now here's Durant. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Nets lead by 5.
Boy, I tell you, this guy just does not quit on the boards. His energy is contagious, especially on the offensive glass.
And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Lobbed up there for Allen. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Knocked loose. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And Allen slams it in.
You know, Allen really moves well for a player of his size, and he's always hustling. That set up the fast break finish there.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. JaMychal Green comes in for Marcus Morris. Landry Shamet's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Williams in for Paul George. And the foul called on Jarrett Allen. And that'll be his third foul so far. Jackson, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly. Jackson dishes to Harrell. And the layup's good off the glass.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Dinwiddie against Jackson. Here's Allen. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Well, I like this young man, Jarrett Allen. He's still working to find consistency in his offensive game. He's a really good leaper and finishes at the rim, protects the rim. But his strength right now, which will always be his strength, I think, is his defense. He's outstanding at that end of the floor.
Now here's Prince. Here's Harris. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Green. Now the Clippers moving it up. Williams leading the charge. Knocked away.
And Clark, with Allen, he's still young, and the comfort on offense has yet to really find him.
Yeah, and you know what? I think he's really scratching the surface there, Greg. I mean, this kid is only played 1 year in college. And he's shown you that he can defend at a high level. And he looks like he's a worker, so I think his offensive game will ultimately catch up with his defense.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Dinwiddie with it. Great D that time from Harrell. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Shamet. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. And now just a 2-point Nets lead.
And don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
Fires the three. Rebound by the Clippers. Harrell with it. Picked up by Harris. Harrell dropped. Whoa, what a finish!
So impressive. The fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. And that one's good, Shamet.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
And 1:01 left to play here in the third. On the wing, Harris. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's foul number 2 for him. Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Jordan's checked in. There's 53 seconds left here in the third quarter. Williams against Dinwiddie. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Harris from the arc. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Outside Leonard. Bucket is good. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Pass to Dinwiddie. It's Allen, top of the key. Harris looking it over. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Wound up there for Allen.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Clippers ahead as they end the third quarter with a massive 16-7 run. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
KD on the wing. Defended by George. Durant against George. And the 3 off target. Clippers leading by 4. Out to Morris. The 3. And no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Outside, Irving. Pass to Harris from deep three-point range, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. And here we go again, the Clippers on the break, and it's George finishing it off.
When George is this aggressive with his offense, it's a sight to behold when he gets rolling. Just get out of the way and let him have the marquee.
Durant kicks to Harris. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Morris outside. Lets it go from deep. But they recover it. A shot by George, wide open. Bangs home the trifecta. George has got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Irving passes to LeVert. Irving up top, defended by George. George against Durant. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Irving with a clean look. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Clippers leading by 9. And here's Beverley. And here's George for 3. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Harris.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
Now the pass to George. This one for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. George has got 30 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Here's KD. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
Yeah, you know, at first glance, you might think Durant has trouble finishing through contact, but think again, folks. I mean, you can't measure desire by body type.
Offensive rebound. Nets trail by 8. Here's Irving. That one misses. 80 that time from Leonard. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
Right there, I think you got to try and run George off his spot. I mean, he's a lights-out long-distance shooter and has great confidence.
Irving kicks to Harris. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And stolen by Jordan. Harris against Morris. Harris dishes to Irving. Back to Harris. Outside Irving. Here's the 3. Connects from 3-point range.
You know, the threat of Irving's drive can open up looks for him from the perimeter. And he is a gifted scorer, folks.
Inside. Here's Zubac. Outside, George. Beyond the arc. The Clippers rebound.
That is prototype rebounding right there. He gets the position down low, boxes out, and then corrals it.
Well, Durant knows the team looks to him for this. These kinds of moments, the intensity of the moment, never rattles him.
And stolen by Irving.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Outside, George. From beyond the arc, and then some. George has got 36.
I think one of Paul George's best shots is his pull-up jump shot. He's been destroying defenses for years with that mid-range pull-up.
And on the way from Irving for 3. No good that time. And so Los Angeles takes the win. Some good moment. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining. before we get going.
Hey, Kevin, thanks.
And David, he is just getting started. Great stuff, thanks as always. So the Nets starting 5. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Caris LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Lopez in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here's Matthews. Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. 5 to shoot. Over Allen. Matthews with it. And Allen picks him up defensively. Matthews no good. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for Brooklyn. Here's Durant. It's LeVert on the wing. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to KD. Irving against Bledsoe. A nice shot by Irving. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Wound up there for Allen. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
When you have an elite wingspan like Jared Allen, you make those alley-oops look easy.
Pass to Lopez. Trying to find Bledsoe. Gets it to him. Right wing. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. And the layup falls.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
There's Giannis following the bucket by the Nets. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken #1.
And Durant gets it to go.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Bledsoe against Irving. Bledsoe passes to Middleton. Back to Bledsoe. To the inside. It's stolen by Allen. Lobbed up there for Durant. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, we've all seen it. The mobility, the wingspan of Durant. Seriously, how are you going to stop him on an alley-oop?
Bledsoe kicks to Giannis. Here's the teardrop. And the layup is good.
And that's an important basket there. The game was in danger of getting away from him here early if they let that run go on much longer. Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Lopez finds Bledsoe. The shot by Middleton, wide open. It's good from about 19 feet.
Yeah, you don't want to leave Middleton from that area. His mid-range game is on fire, draining those shots often.
Irving passes to Allen. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. They're running. Here's Bledsoe. And the shot is long. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Bounce pass from Bledsoe. Dinwiddie against Antetokounmpo. And there it is for him.
Giannis scores inside, one of the best in the business at getting his feet wet in the paint, and a strong feel for the attack that time.
They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Matthews dishes to Giannis. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. No good from Luwawu.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. And Ilyasova kicks to Connaughton. 1 second left. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Brooklyn ahead, leading by 5. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James,
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. They've got Robin Lopez. Hill is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Ilyasova. And it's Connaughton in at the small forward. Bucks trail by 5. High post Lopez. And stolen by Prince. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And slam dunk by Harris.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Hill looking around. The pass to Ilyasova. It's back to Hill. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Pushing it up. Here's Prince. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
That's just too easy for Taurean Prince.
Passes it to Ilyasova. It's back to Hill. Uncovered. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
And so Hill bring it up for Milwaukee. In the second quarter, held scoreless. Lopez passes to Hill. It's good. Hill's got his first 2 points of the night.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Dinwiddie dishes to Harris. From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Jordan kicks to Harris. Pass to Dinwiddie. The Nets working the ball around now. Shot clock at 6. Here's Harris. Lays it up and banks it in. Harris has got his second bucket of the game to go. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Outside Hill. Back to DiVincenzo. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
A guy that doesn't give up on the glass. Lopez, a real force at rebounding the ball.
Dinwiddie against Hill. Harris outside. Fires for three. Kept alive. There's the three. Drills the three-pointer. Harris has got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Hill kicks to DiVincenzo. 41 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Hill.
Like to see George Hill distribute to his teammates a heads-up play there.
Hill against Dinwiddie. Pass to Llewellyn. Harris with it. From deep. Here's Jordan. And there's the pass to Llewellyn. For three, Harris. Harris missing again. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it. The fast break chance. Here's Connaughton. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. And so it's Brooklyn. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been putting... Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. They were strong at both ends of the court. And that...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Nets leading by 12. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. LeVert out there with Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. And here's Irving. Shot clock at 5. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. They get it back. Jordan. Now here's Irving. And he banks in the layup. Irving's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Brooklyn.
I don't know how he does it, but Kyrie does such a great job to get deep position and convert, separating himself from other point guards in the league with that finishing ability.
Outside Matthews. Back to Antetokounmpo. The fader. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. Puts it up from 7. Lopez kicks to Giannis. The rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Dinwiddie with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Durant's got the ball.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Here's Irving. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Irving's got 8 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Middleton right side. Shoots over LeVert. Drains it from 17 feet out.
Middleton is shooting the ball extremely well in this one. Nice rhythm. Might be tough to slow him down.
Irving looking over the floor. From about 19 feet. Rebounded by the Bucks. And stolen by Irving. To the middle. Trying to find Bledsoe. Gets it to him. Lopez outside. He kicks it to Bledsoe. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Here's Matthews. And it's blocked by Jordan.
And Jordan, a defensive stalwart, crushing the opposition with his shot blocking.
LeVert the pass to Dinwiddie. KD, that's for 2. Got a piece of it.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
And Giannis throws it down.
Antetokounmpo, those long strides and then fearless in his attack.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Matthews against Durant. That's another one for him, his 5th in just 7 shots.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Just don't know how Giannis's 2 steps equal anybody else's 5 steps. You can't catch up.
For Milwaukee, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Marvin Williams is checked in for Lopez. Korver comes in for Chris Middleton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Hill with it. Passes it to DiVincenzo. He dishes it to Giannis. Tries from 7. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And so it's Brooklyn riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports. And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Bucks trail by 15. They've got Hill. Marvin Williams is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Korver in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Hill passes to DiVincenzo.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
Wound up there for Allen. Knocks it loose.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's DiVincenzo. Outside Irving. No good on the triple.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
To the inside. Here's Williams. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Well, great floor awareness as Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way, and then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
Irving drives in, makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
LeVert finds Irving. It's LeVert on the wing. Irving's shot is good. Irving's got 4 this quarter. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. And he gets the bucket.
I like how Giannis is inviting a little bit more contact and no longer shying away from it.
Harris against Korver. Back to Harris. That one wide left. Bucks trail by 12. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Harris. And it's Harris with the ball for the Nets. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Irving passes to Allen. The kick out to Irving. 3-pointer. Giannis grabs the miss. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Williams. 1:21 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Excellent D there from Allen.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Outside Irving. From deep. The shot off that time. The Bucks go the other way with it.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Nets.
They simply ran them off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Antetokounmpo. And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Well, this one is winding down now. Brooklyn can watch the clock run out. Second shot opportunity. And a wide open look for Irving. Cans it from downtown. And the Nets lead by 13.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
From deep 3-point range, missed. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry. And David.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. So the Nets starting 5. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Irving. Then there's Caris LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Davis is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Allen, it's Durant on the wing. Back to Allen. Irving looking over the floor. Just 5 to shoot. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Here's LeVert following the basket by Dwight Howard. And it's sent back by Howard.
And he's led the league in block shots on multiple occasions, and Howard's still a presence down low.
The drive by KD. The putback. And staying with the play, Allen.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Lobbed up there for Allen. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Caldwell-Pope with a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Nets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And it's Allen slamming it down.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
And that one's good by Davis.
Talented, driven, he puts constant pressure on your defense.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite-level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
Caldwell-Pope passes to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And Howard's still a forceful finisher around the rim.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
And it's sent back by Howard.
On the ball, off the ball, LeBron can really protect the rim.
Caldwell-Pope kicks to James. Back to Caldwell-Pope. A second chance effort. And Davis lays it in.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now here's LeVert. Outside Irving.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Green dishes to Howard. Goes back up. Kicks it out to LeBron. Puts up a 3. Outside Green. Passes it to Howard. Back to Green. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Just 5 on the clock. The drive by James. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A platoon swap here for the Lakers. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. Joe Harris is checked in for Caris LeVert. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Kyrie Irving. LA's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Stolen. And it's Prince penetrating. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Lobs it up for Jordan. Tries to keep it alive. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. .29 seconds left in the first quarter. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. On the wing, Harris. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Nets shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes the first but misses the second. Rondo passes to Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Rondo is out there to distribute the ball. He is a master at finding the open man.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Nets. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face.
I think you get a lot of teams' best shot in the first half, where they,
And great, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
They've got JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Morris. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Caruso in at the 2 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Dinwiddie kicks to Harris. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound from downtown. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Dinwiddie wide open. But they get it back. Kuzma pulls it in. The Lakers in the lead. Here's Caruso. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for Brooklyn.
Well, how can you not love the continued resurgence of JaVale McGee? There were some years where he was trying to figure it out. Now he's a big factor for this team at center.
Back to Jordan. Inside. Shot clock at 5. McGee with the block. They get it back. Second chance shot. And the shot falls short this time. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. The pass to Rondo. Kuzma passes to McGee. The rebound by the Nets. You know, Smitty, the change for McGee's pretty simple. He got some direction on how to play. Now he does everything he can to play within himself.
Kevin, that has been a huge difference maker for JaVale McGee. And you know, when he's focused, he can make an impact. Plays in short bursts, but very effective.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Dinwiddie, and a missed layup.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch, but right now, he's hurting the team.
Kuzma finds Morris. McGee trying to break free. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
He had just enough breathing room around the basket, and he found a way to convert it.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Dinwiddie with it, and McGee picks him up defensively.
Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget.
Kuzma, that's good. And now a 7-point Laker lead.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And here's Harris from the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Harris has got 6 points in the quarter.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Harris looking it over. Rebound the Lakers.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Luwawu, the pass to Harris. From past the arc. Jordan. Great positioning on the putback.
What I like about that play, DeAndre Jordan not just looking to corral the miss, he's looking to finish the job.
Morris kicks to Rondo. To the paint. McGee, the pass to Rondo. Out to the wing. Pass to McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Nets trail by 6. Harris outside. Fires from deep. Harris missing again. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to a competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much danger. And
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been quite a game for JaVale McGee.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Jared Allen is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Caris LeVert. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. 4 on the shot clock. Green kicks to Howard. Over Allen. Howard can't hit.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
Irving with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Dinwiddie left side. Back to Irving. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this here at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto MB down low. that wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
It's stolen by Allen. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. And slam dunk by Jordan.
What strength by DeAndre. Really love seeing him sky up for the thunderous slam.
James, and it's sent back by Irving. Allen dishes to Dinwiddie. Back to Allen. James against LeVert. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Great D that time from James. Howard, the pass to Davis. Howard finds Caldwell Pope. Howard trying to free himself up. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Outside Irving. From the arc, down to 5 on the shot clock.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
James kicks to Caldwell Pope. Stolen by LeVert. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving passes to Dinwiddie. Back to Irving. The tray. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Green dishes to Davis. Green taking his time here. Kicks it to James. Back to Green. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. But they'll get another chance. Green with the ball. Defended by Dinwiddie. Green draws the double. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And again, the Lakers no good. Nets trail by 4. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Allen passes to LeVert. Outside Irving. Looking to end his cold spell. He lays it in. Irving's got 6.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
How about watching AD with his size to put the ball on the deck and make a play going downhill?
Irving against Green. Takes the 3. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Irving.
Poor defense there. That's his bread and butter. You have to crowd him out on the perimeter.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Green finds James. Now here's Howard. Baseline jumper, and he drops that one in. Howard's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Green against Irving. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
We're at the end of the 3rd, and we've still got a close one. Lakers lead by 3. And we're coming right back. Be sure to... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. And it's Rondo in at the point. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
So tough to keep Davis from getting his points. Now he goes to the line where he's been shooting in that 80% range.
2 shots.
Both good from the line that time.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Nobody near Irving. And he hits it to tie the game up.
this is what makes Kyrie so dangerous. He is so proficient from distance.
LeBron kicks to Davis. Kicks it out to LeBron. Rebound, Brooklyn. Allen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Harris finds Durant. And finished off by KD.
Wow, the skills at his size. Durant makes a number of moves every game that just leaves you shaking your head.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Irving for 3. It's hauled in by LeBron.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump, and it's not going well.
It's Kuzma penetrating. Davis kicks to Kuzma. Clock at 6. Caldwell Pope outside. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
High percentage look for him, but bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Outside Irving. Left side Harris. Irving kicks to Durant. Launches it. Offensive rebound. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And the Lakers making a change here. Green's checked in. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Dinwiddie's checked in. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Los Angeles. Down low. It's deflected. It's stolen by Allen. LeBron against KD. Takes the 3. Kuzma pulls it in. Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. That puts them in the lead. And the Lakers lead by 2.
They need one, so Kuzma steps up. They're lucky to have a player like Kuz.
On the wing, Irving. LeBron grabs the miss. James has got 4 rebounds in this game. To the inside, Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Irving for 3. Let's keep it alive. The shot misses. Lakers leading by 4. Caldwell Pope pushes to Davis. And he's good on the 3-ball. Davis has got 9 points here in the second half.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
With their lead starting to stretch out just a little bit here late, they're in a prime position now to wrap this one up. Kyrie has done it again. He loved the big shot and the big moment.
Dinwiddie passes to Allen. Here is Durant. Back to Allen. He kicks it to KD. And finished off by KD.
I mean, no hesitation in the clutch. Scoring the ball is second nature to KD.
LeBron trying to free himself up.
And how about the poise Caldwell Pope displayed on that possession? They needed an important basket, and he was ready and willing.
Outside Irving. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Kyrie never losing his composure. He is deadly in the clutch.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Kuzma. Back to Caldwell Pope. Inside. And it's Davis missing.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
KD drives in. No good. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Davis on the follow. And the Lakers lead by 5.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Green inside the three-point line. And so the Lakers take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Well, I mean, there was some time.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. There below is Barclays Center and the Clippers starting 5. Paul George is out there at Patrick Beverly. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in at the 4 spot. And looking at the Nets, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Caris LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And it's sent back by George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Now here's Durant. And on the way from Irving for 3. He can't hit that time. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles.
And Doris, make no mistake about it. Spencer Dinwiddie is looking to score. An instant offense type of player.
And Spencer Dinwiddie knows what his role is, and he plays it perfectly. He can go a little hot and cold for stretches, but he doesn't let it affect him. Dinwiddie's always going to provide that offensive punch that's so critical for you.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Allen. The kick out to Irving. A 3-pointer is right on target.
There's a marksmanship from Kyrie Irving. The lightning quick release. Boy, defender better have his hands up and ready.
Pass to Zubac. Left side, Leonard. And yes, it's good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here is Durant. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Count it. Good.
How do you match up with KD? This guy is so good at taking what the defense gives him. Good luck.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Left side, Leonard. Stolen by LeVert. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Durant's got the ball. Irving with a clean look. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Irving's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Nets. George against Dinwiddie. And it's sent back by Allen.
Wow, Jared Allen twice on the pipe. Send it back, young sir.
Leonard on the wing. And then Leonard with the dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And the Nets with possession here after the basket by Los Angeles. 5 to shoot. Here's Irving. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Beverly the pass to George. And no good that time. Dinwiddie with some nice D. Here's Allen. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. Joe Harris is checked in for Caris LeVert. And Luwawu subbed in for Irving. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson comes in for Kawhi Leonard.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Shots good by Williams.
This guy is as good a shot maker as anyone in the league. Lou Williams doing work.
.130 left in the first. Here's Dinwiddie. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. 4-point game. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Dinwiddie outside. 6 to shoot. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
The 8-footer. And Jackson finishes inside.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Now here's Dinwiddie. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Dinwiddie's got his second bucket.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
The drive by Jackson. He gets that one.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. There's the pass to Luwawu. Back to Dinwiddie. And that one released in time, but no good. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Nets lead by 2. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwback.
Old school basketball, you know.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverley may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Luwawu in a shooting guard. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. To the middle. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Williams. Jackson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Lou Williams is the all-time leader in points off the bench, but don't sleep on his passing game. What an assist.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here now is Dinwiddie. 5 on the clock. Passes to Harris. Shoots. The offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Prince. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And Harris is good for 3. Harris has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, catch and shoot. Is that Joe Harris's specialty? I think it is.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Shamet finds Green. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Dinwiddie up top. He's covered by Shamet. Back to Prince. To the left side wing. Pass to Harris. Here's the 3. Harris missing again.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And Montrezl Harrell, a fiery competitor, plays the game for us with a lot of emotion.
He does, Kevin. You think about his time playing in Houston, he struggled a little bit. He stewed on the bench, got a reputation as a little bit of a hothead. But look what happens in a new system in LA. The chemistry with Lou Williams. He settles him down a little bit. This city and this organization and his teammates have brought out the best in him.
Brooklyn making some changes. Durant's checked in for Luwawu. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. Harris against George. They now take the lead. George has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
A nice shot by Irving. And the Nets lead by 1. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And it's Beverly missing.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's KD. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You have to respect Kevin Durant's ability to pick up fouls, and I love seeing him drive with authority.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Allen's checked in for Jordan. And it's LeVert in for Taurean Prince. George. He can't get that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
Boy, KD just lethal on the drive to the rack, and he gets a head of steam behind him. Forget about it.
Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
There's 53 seconds left to play here in the half. Irving kicks to KD. The kick out to Irving. Off target with his 3.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Count that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from George.
The speed in transition. Paul George is dynamic in space.
Pass to Irving. 19 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Leonard on the wing. Makes it off the glass. That's now 8 points for Leonard.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
Outside Irving. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that'll do it.
I mean, relay 150 on the freeway, yeah. You the type to hit me up.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Beverly in at the point. Dinwiddie passes to Irving. Second shot opportunity. Stolen by George. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And they take the lead. Beverly's got the first bucket of the third here for the Clippers. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Outside for Durant. From outside the arc. That one's not going to go. And the Clippers will come the other way. And George, here we go. And it's sent back by Irving.
Boy, Kyrie Irving becoming a better and better defender over time. Nice block right there. Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi. Yeah, Patrick Beverley making it easy for his teammate to score.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
KD's shot is good.
After an ugly 0 for 4 to start the half, they get one to fall.
George against Dinwiddie. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Grant, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. It's Durant on the wing. For the three. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Don't you love how decisive Kevin Durant is on the offensive end? He doesn't think twice before he lifts from long range.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Clippers leading by 4. Lob pass to George. Doesn't go for him. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. LeVert finds KD. And the Nets miss again. Clippers have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, you love the tenacity. Paul George cannot be contained when he gets near the 10.
Durant deciding where to go with it. Now the pass to LeVert. We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter. Up to KD. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. KD's got 9 points in the quarter. Williams dishes to Leonard. And here's George for 3. And it's George again missing. There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. Now here's LeVert. He's still scoreless so far in this one. From past the arc. That doesn't go either for KD.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Got a piece of it.
Well, that's about the long reach of Karis LeVert on the defensive end, swatting away an opportunity.
Jackson. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Brooklyn making some changes. Allen's checked in for Durant. Harris comes in for Taurean Prince. And Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Landry Shamet comes in for George. Harris passes to Irving. Puts up a 3. Kept alive.
What about the intensity? Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. We see you working out there.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He notched. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got Harris, LeVert out there with Jordan. Then there's Irving, and it's Allen in at center. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Irving for 3. To tie it up. To take the lead. The second effort. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
But still, eventually, you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
And Morris throws it down.
This is where the frame of Morris allows him to absorb that contact and push right through it.
Kevin Durant's checked in for Jordan. Zubats is checked in for Los Angeles.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s. Players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
It's Allen on the wing. He's covered by Shannon. Irving double team. Tipped away. Stolen by Beverly. And here comes the break. Zubats kicks to Shannon. Back to Zubats. Beverly wide open. That three off the mark. And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year.
Beverly dishes to Harrell. Back to Beverly. Takes a three. And it's Irving with the rebound.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Tries again. Allen kicks to Irving. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know what? That's all about hustle and a nose for the basketball. Tremendous job on the offensive glass by Jared Allen.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. First free throw is good. The Nets making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Harrell. Both free throws good from Beverly.
Boy, Patrick Beverly, what a pleasure this guy is to watch. The level of competitiveness, the commitment to the defensive end. Man, he can raise the team.
Outside Irving. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
And the Clippers call time here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Los Angeles making a switch here. George is checked in. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
I think Kevin Durant has proven he's all about winning. He's going to do whatever it takes. This guy is a gamer. He can meet the biggest moments, and he's willing to grind. I just love watching this guy go.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Beverly. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Now Irving. Looking to get back on track here. And the rejection by Zubats. Dinwiddie against George. And it's sent back by Allen. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. LeVert's checked in for Brooklyn. And George, here we go. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jared Allen.
What a terrific take to the rim. Paul George is just giving it to the defense right now. Tenacious on that drive.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Well, we know this. Free throw shooting is such a mental aspect of the game. This guy keeps his composure and comes through.
Feeds it to Durant. And he gets it to go. Durant's got 12 points in just the second half.
Kevin Durant calmly steps into that shot with the game hanging in the balance. Love it.
And that one's good. Beverly.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Outside Irving. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. It's LeVert on the wing. Poked away. 6 on the shot clock. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Morris with the ball. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered. And Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
Morris looking over the floor. And George kicks to Morris. George against LeVert. And there's Paul George on the assist by Morris.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Clippers.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the floor of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kawhi Leonard.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
LeVert finds Irving. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Drills it from outside.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
The deep three from George. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. The three from KD can't connect. So the Clippers with the win. This was a very strong showing for him. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg welcome up. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Lopez in its center. And for the Nets, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Caris LeVert. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2-guard spot.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn.
And a 4-year deal signed by Eric Bledsoe last season. That's a ball club showing some commitment to the type of hard work that Eric has put in, and might end up being a value contract given his level of contribution.
It's Giannis with the drive. The shot, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Back to LeVert. Irving against Bledsoe. Irving can't hit. Brent Bledsoe, an impact player at both ends, but some have questioned his decision-making in the big moments.
Well, he's not a traditional floor-seeing point guard, and it's not a guy who's going to set up for his teammates through the pick-and-roll actions where they're going to have open shots. There's a lot of instinctual and natural ability that comes with the play of Eric Bledsoe.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Irving kicks to Durant. 6 to shoot. Milwaukee with the rebound.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And Chris Middleton can make contributions by using his frame to be a good rebounder. Good effort there.
Irving passes to Allen. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And off the schneid here, 1 of 5, but that's a big one.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Bledsoe passes to Lopez. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. LeVert with it. Now guarded by Middleton. And it's in there.
A solid passer at his position. LeVert excels at finding his teammates when they're open.
Bledsoe against LeVert. Here's Middleton. LeVert grabs the miss.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Pulls up on the elbow, and it's Irving missing. Middleton against Durant. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Back to Middleton. Bucks passing it around. Antetokounmpo inside. Guarded by KD. Antetokounmpo, no good. And he lobs it up toward the rim. That gives them the lead. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Here's Bledsoe. Jared Allen making his last shot. 1:14 left to play in the first. Dinwiddie against Matthews. Great positioning on the putback.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
Irving for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Bledsoe. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Oh, Dinwiddie in position. Bledsoe against Irving. Shots good by Bledsoe.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Here's Durant, and it's blocked right out into the air and controls it.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. Harris is checked in for Caris LeVert. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Irving.
And Jordan, a defensive stalwart, crushing the opposition with his shot blocking.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Lopez kicks to Ilyasova. Pass to Connaughton.
Well, Jordan rising up on the defense and bothers that shooter with that length.
No good on the last second attempt there. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Milwaukee on top, leading by... And recently, on the subject of trash talking, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I like to stay locked in to the game and focus on the game. And
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of lift, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Nets. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Dinwiddie attacking. Lopez with the block.
And the space Lopez is able to cover on defense, using that size and length to reject the shots.
Kyle Korver, he's checked in for the Bucks. Dinwiddie up top. He's guarded by Hill, and the shot goes in. Dinwiddie's got his second basket of the game.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. They get a hand on it, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Brooklyn with the ball. Here's Luwawu. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Dinwiddie outside. Harris outside. Clock at 4. Jordan. It's good on the putback. Jordan's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Hill passes to Ilyasova. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. And the dunk by Lopez.
There's so much experience behind the game of Ersan Ilyasova. That's just a smart pass.
Kicks it out to Prince. Pass to Luwawu. The shot that time, not on target. The Bucks go the other way with it. Hill inside. He's against Jordan. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Ilyasova's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, Ilyasova playing with a high motor tonight. Lots of activity. He's good for at least a few second chance points.
Prince kicks to Luwawu Cabarrot. Fires the 3. Here's Jordan. Harris against Korver. Harris misses.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Harris outside. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Back to Harris. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Ilyasova. Bucks leading by 4. Pass to DiVincenzo. To the paint. Here's Lopez. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Prince misses.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
The pass to Ilyasova. Here's Hill. Buries it down low. And it's an 8-point Bucks lead.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Harris passes to Luau. Back to Harris. They could use a bucket. That shot off, and Milwaukee will come the other way.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Korver against Harris. Here's Luau. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Luau's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Hill. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Nets trail by 9. Dinwiddie left side. Up again, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, DeAndre Jordan dominates this game on both ends around the glass.
Right side Hill. And so we conclude the first half. Bucks ahead. They finish off the second quarter on a 14-5 run. And a chance now to send it over to Dick. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille, a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. It was in the second quarter when they really found their form, building their lead to 7 points at the half. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Matthews and Middleton the 2 wings. And it's Bledsoe in at the point guard position.
I don't know, 2 strides, 3 strides, what was that? Giannis covering some ground.
Irving kicks to Dinwiddie. Here's KD. It's good. KD's got his first points of the night.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal be bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Allen's checked in. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the Freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration. It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
KD finds Allen inside. Out to KD. And he converts the layup.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Bledsoe taking his time here. Pass to Lopez. Bledsoe outside. Shot clock at 6. Matthews with it. Defended by Dinwiddie. Bledsoe dishes to Antetokounmpo. That one goes. Count it. Antetokounmpo's got 6 here in this quarter.
It's going to take a little more to get Antetokounmpo off of his mark there. Adept at finishing those difficult shots.
Here's Irving. And he makes that one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Bledsoe passes to Lopez. Back to Bledsoe. Banked in off the glass. Bledsoe's got his second basket.
Try to prevent Bledsoe from charging inside. Easier said than done. Once he sees the lane, pretty much over for the defense.
KD's shot is good.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. To the inside. Dinwiddie with the steal. Allen with it. He's picked up by Lopez. And then Durant with the jam.
Love to watch KD out in transition. Puts a little flair on the finish.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for Milwaukee. And Bledsoe with the stuff.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA? Especially when the slam is coming from the point guard.
Oh, yeah. His teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Here's KD. And finished off by KD.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Over in the corner, Matthews. Here's Lopez. Another shot. Antetokounmpo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
We can talk about it over and over again. Antetokounmpo combines size and versatility in ways we just haven't seen, at least up until the Greek Freak's arrival.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Taurean Prince. He's checked in for Durant. And Harris subbed in for Dinwiddie. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Marvin Williams is checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. Shot and game clock separated by 5 and stolen by Williams.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
What you like about Williams is how he's changed his game over time. Now he's a fantastic stretch 4 in this league.
And Williams drops them both.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Irving against Hill. Outside Irving. And so it's Milwaukee with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Nets trail by 6. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Joe Harris is out there with Irving, and it's LeVert in at the 3 spot. So that's the Nets 5.
You got to stay in front of Kyrie Irving at all times. Yeah, I said it here from the sidelines. Try doing it out there on the floor.
Here's Hill. Dishes it to Ilyasova. Up and in on the layup. And the Bucks lead by 6.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Outside Irving. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Brook Lopez is checked in for the Bucks. Bledsoe comes in for Hill. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Irving against Bledsoe. The shot's good from Irving.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Bledsoe kicks to DiVincenzo. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Nets trail by 6. On the wing, Irving. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
So clever. He finds different ways to probe inside, and Kyrie with a great finish.
Bledsoe right side. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Irving. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Out left to the wing. Connaughton kicks to Bledsoe.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And it's blocked by Jordan. Connaughton passes to Lopez. Shot clock at 5. Williams kicks to Connaughton. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Allen's checked in for the Nets. Durant comes in for Taurean Prince. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Matthews comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. That evens the score.
And Kyrie right now taking it to another level. We know he's capable.
And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for Milwaukee. He kicks to Matthews. And here's Brooklyn. Big stretch here going 10-2. So they take the lead. KD's got 12 points here in the second half.
Happy to put the team on his back, especially in the biggest of moments. Durant nails a huge shot.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. That sends Kyrie Irving to the free throw line. That's on Marvin Williams. Dinwiddie's checked in for Joe Harris. Giannis, he's checked in for the Bucks.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
Lopez inside, defended by Allen. Here's Antetokounmpo. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The aggressiveness, the intelligence of Durant, able to put it on the floor and draw contact.
And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Middleton. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Well, Middleton proving again how clutch he is for this basketball team. Big shot there.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Shooting for Brooklyn.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
Shifty with his speed, incredible ball handling. So hard to guard Kyrie, but so thrilling to sit here and watch it all up close. Big time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Irving looking for an opening. Clock at 6. Pass to KD. From deep. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline.
Kevin, thanks. Anthony Davis was among the top candidates for last season's Defensive Player.
Sure does, D.A. Thank you so much. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Anthony Davis is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's Howard in at the center. And for Brooklyn, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Caris LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at shooting guard.
Oh, man, that's just scary how Durant looks from that far out. He looks like he could take another 5 steps back and still have that easy, fluid motion.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And as he's aged in the league, Anthony Davis's offense has changed. It now much more of a face-up player.
Well, and that's where his game's been headed. His shot has improved, and he can step out to the 3, facing up and letting him use his burst. Lets him maximize what he can do.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. There's the triple. Allen with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it goes down 2 points. KD's got 5 points so far.
And I think I only counted 4 total steps for Durant to go from one end of the floor to the other. I mean, he's just incredible in the open floor.
Now here's KD, the fast break. Oh, the power on that throw-down. Wow.
The phenomenal athleticism from Durant. Man, he's just a tenacious dunker who spikes it in.
Howard with a clean look. Los Angeles with another miss.
Come on, you got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that next time.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further. They're struggling here early. 1 for 5 now. The D has them bottled up so far.
LeBron with it. Guarded now by Irving. Pull-up jumper. And James with the basket on the assist by Howard.
I like how James shoots off the pass. He knows how to catch the D by surprise.
The Nets have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Irving against James. From outside, off the mark. Lakers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Howard, the pass to Davis. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Irving for 3, and the rejection by James. Great D that time from Durant.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Irving kicks to Dinwiddie. KD on the wing. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Now, here is Irving. It doesn't go for him. 1:52 left to play here in the first. Here's Caruso. Here's McGee. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
At this point of his career, McGee knows who he is, a hustler, an energy guy who uses his athleticism to his advantage.
Luwawu is checked in for Durant.
Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with his speed and leaping. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
Now, here is Irving. No points in the game yet for him. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Lakers trail by 8. And that one is hammered home.
Look at Morris break down the defense on this play. If they leave one of his guys open, he's going to get it to him fast.
And see, Webb, you mentioned it with JaVale McGee. His vertical is off the charts.
Oh, yeah, he can get to alley-oops, GA. Nobody else can. The length and bounce he has is jaw-dropping. I mean, same goes for his shot blocking abilities. He times it up.
And here's Kuzma. Following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Rondo trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Nets leading by 9. Down low. Here's Luwawu. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And it's Rondo penetrating. Here's Caruso. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Well, look, if you're out there with Rondo, you find some open space, and he's going to find you.
Irving with a clean look. A three-pointer off the mark.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
Brooklyn with the rebound. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Harris with the ball, and the shot is good. 12 seconds left here in the first quarter. And stolen by Harris. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. McGee with the block.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Brooklyn. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter. Well, Greg, we know he's already a solid scorer, but Kyle Kuzma spoke to it.
Biggest area of growth would definitely be on the defensive end and my play.
Now, having played with superstars, Kuzma is learning what it takes to win.
He's getting only so many shots per game, so I applaud him for finding other ways to contribute to his team with an eye toward the greater goal.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for the Lakers right now, JaVale McGee is out there with Morris. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Caruso in at the two-guard position.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Here's Caruso. McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
Well, that's just too easy for McGee. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
Dinwiddie outside. They get it again. Jordan kicks to Dinwiddie. Nets passing it around for three. Harris. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Rondo looking over the floor. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Dinwiddie kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. Back to Dinwiddie. Yep, it counts. Dinwiddie's got his first bucket of the night.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Out to Harris. Rondo against Jordan. Harris outside. Nailed from three-point land. Harris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Kuzma finds McGee. Morris outside. And the pass to Caruso. Now here is McGee. Morris outside. Outside Rondo. 6 on the shot clock. Morris dishes to McGee. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Nets with possession here. Nets leading by 10. Here's Dinwiddie. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Dinwiddie's got his second bucket of the game to go. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. Before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you.
This is where McGee's coaches and teammates want him to shoot from. They know he can do damage in there with his hops.
Luwawu. From the arc. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And it's McGee penetrating. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Dinwiddie passes to Prince. 1:03 left in the second quarter. To the middle. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist from Harris.
And the shooting percentage Jordan records from here is insane. If you get him the ball in a good spot, he usually finishes.
Here's Rondo. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Great positioning on the putback. And the Nets lead by 10.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Harris. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
And McGee kicks to Kuzma. For 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Kuzma's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now, Dinwiddie. And so it's Brooklyn, bringing the quarter to a close with... Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 11 points and 1 steal. And
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Caris LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. So that's the Nets 5.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Outside Durant. 2 points. That one goes. Durant's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Nets. LeBron passes to Green. Back to James. Lets it go with a 3. Davis. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 4 rebounds in this game.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for the Nets. The 3. Hands it from downtown. Irving's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. And they get it back. Caldwell Pope dishes to Howard. From deep. And there's Caldwell Pope. That's good on the assist by Howard. Caldwell Pope's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Irving against LeBron. Irving drives in, and the layup's good off the glass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
James outside. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. LeBron's got his second bucket of the night.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish you.
Even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
Brooklyn shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Well, Irving came into this league as a terrific three-point shooter, and I think he's only getting better with age if he can.
The Nets making a switch here. Harris is checked in. An open look for Howard. Rebounded by the Nets. Allen's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Durant. And the rejection by James.
Oh, you got to be cautious around James. He's always on the hunt to swat away shots. Defense in your rear view may be closer than they appear.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Los Angeles. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Here's Irving. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, that's just terrific patience from Irving. Outstanding at filling the D inside and literally forcing that in.
And so Irving nails both of them.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Here's LeBron. Los Angeles with another miss.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Caldwell Pope outside. It's stolen by Allen. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Irving for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. LeBron's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Outside Irving. There's a minute left in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Allen. Over Davis. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
And on the way from Irving for 3. And again, it's the Nets missing. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 7. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. No good. Shot missing. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead early. And that one, good. Durant's got 15 points.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant.
I don't think that was a pass he should make. Too many things can go wrong. I mean, they're lucky to keep possession.
The Nets making a switch here. Prince is checked in, and the Lakers also making a change. Rondo's checked in. LeBron passes to Davis. James outside. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got 3 assists in the game. With 1 on the clock, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. A good-sized advantage, and they'll look. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. And it's Rondo in at the point. And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Brooklyn leading by 9. KD drives in. That's in, and he's 7 for 12 now in the game.
It's almost strange to see a player with Durant's height have that much speed on the drive. It gets him to the rim with ease.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
He struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
Irving looking for an opening. And he uses the glass on the layup. Irving's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nets.
He's really turned it around here in the second half. I mean, his offense has returned.
Kuzma finds Rondo. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
Well, how do you describe Rondo's approach? I think it's disciplined, fearless, and opportunistic.
The Nets have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Irving, good.
And they're going to have to pay closer attention to him beyond the arc. I mean, he's got 2 threes in this half, a total of 3 overall. Now, but sometimes you don't need a haymaker, just a jab. You got to get those easy looks inside.
Outside Irving. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Pass to Rondo. He's looking for LeBron and finds him. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. 6 to shoot. James kicks to Caldwell Pope. And it's off from 3-point range. Nets leading by 14. Here's Irving. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And it's the Lakers on the break. James with the ball. A 3-pointer, no good. The Nets have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Passes it to KD. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I'll tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
And the Nets miss again.
Oh, defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role. Tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets, and he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Allen comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Prince. And it's sent back by Howard.
Howard, one of the most feared rim protectors in the league.
The pass to LeBron. 3-pointer. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Outside Irving. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Count that bucket.
Love how strong Irving finishes. Awesome at fighting through the defense and sinking these shots.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. Jacks up a 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Caldwell Pope's got 10 points in just the second half.
Facilitating from the inside. I mean, that can be a valuable asset for any offense.
LeBron against Irving. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Brooklyn.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kyrie Irving.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
Here's Irving. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The putback, and Howard with the second chance points.
And you need an army to keep Howard away from the basket. He's so superb at snatching up offensive rebounds.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. KD looking around. Off target from three-point range. Caldwell Pope against LeVert. Money!
Love how much Kuzma believes in himself. An absolutely fearless competitor in clutch situations.
Outside Irving. So it's the Nets picking up the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll